Hello, welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss a topic of class 11th. In this, the topic which I have taken here, that's one is the atomic structure. In atomic structure, there is a important heading, that's one is the quantum numbers. So, what are the quantum numbers and how you have to find these numbers? I am going to explain this. So, please pay your attention and listen properly. Why I have taken quantum numbers, all of you know. This is the heading in board exams and also in competitive exams like polytechnic exam or NEET or even also in IIT. Some questions based over this heading necessarily will come each and every year. So I have taken this and all of you get benefit in the coming exams. So first of all, question arises, what are the quantum numbers? All of you know, if an atom is taken, then what is the position and where there is a electron, what is the energy? It is very difficult to find out, but with the help of these numbers, it becomes very easy. So definition, listen first of all. These are the number gives or provides complete information about the energy, position and spin of electron in an atom. Let us quantum numbers having 4 types. Quantum numbers having 4 types. First one is the principal quantum number. Second one is the azimuthal quantum number. And third one is the magnetic quantum number. And fourth one is the spin quantum number. As in definition, all of you have listened, a complete information. These numbers provide us complete information like energy, position and even also spin of the electron. So first of all, principal quantum number, second one azimuthal quantum number, third one is the magnetic quantum number and fourth one is the spin quantum number. These quantum numbers represented as first one small n, second azimuthal by the small l and third magnetic, that's one small m and fourth one by the representation of s. One by one I have to discuss here. First of all, principal quantum number. As all of you know, principal, it means this one is the main. That's why known as principal quantum number. First of all, I want to give you a idea about an atom. As all of you know, if atom is given, then there is a nucleus, and around the nucleus there is a shell, and in these cells having subcells, and in subcells also having orbitals. So these are the cells having subcells and subcells having orbitals. One thing remember, sometimes you have seen that cells are also known as orbit. So orbit and orbital, so these are the two different terms. Cells are orbits you can say, and orbitals are the sub part of the subcells. So what is principal quantum number? This is the quantum number which one is represented by small n, and this represent the position of electron in the cell or in the orbit of an atom. In the cell or in the orbit of an atom. How you have to find the value of this? The value of principal quantum number except 0 will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Except 0, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. It means that all of you are able to understand that 0 will not be. Why? If an atom is given, then there is a necessary factor that there will be a cell also. And if cell first, it means that 1, n is equal to 1, and for this you can write k. If this one is the second, it means that L. Third, it means that M. Fourth, it means that N. So as I narrate in the definition of the principal quantum number, this represents the position of electron in the cell or in the orbit of an atom. It means that if n is equal to 1, so this one is the first cell, it means that K. If n is equal to 2, it means that this one is the second cell represented by capital L. N is equal to 3, it means this one is the third cell represented by capital M. And n is equal to 4, it means that it is in the fourth cell or in the orbit, and that one is represented by capital N. And don't forget, n, small n, never will be 0. After that, if you are able to understand where is electron, electron is in the first cell or in the second cell or in the third cell or in the fourth cell, then easily you can determine the energy of that cell. It means that position and energy you are able to understand. After that, I have to discuss about the second quantum number. That's one is the azimuthal. Second as I told you, this one is represented by small l. Here you have to remember, cells having subcells, it means that the second quantum number depends over the principal quantum number, and this one is represented by small l. What will be the definition? Azimuthal quantum number represents the position and the energy of the electron in the subcell of an atom, in the subcell. And how you have to find its values? L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. As I told you, values of azimuthal quantum number depends over the principal quantum number. So what will be the formula? L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. If anywhere principal quantum number small n is given, then you will be able to find the values of azimuthal quantum numbers. Suppose I have taken an example, n is equal to 1, it means that L is equal to 0 to 1 minus 1, it means that L is equal to 0. Suppose next value I have taken. If n is equal to 2, it means L is equal to 0 to 2 minus 1. So values of L having 0 to 1, it means that 0 and 1. As all of you know, in cell having subcells, and subcells are represented as S, P, D and F. So how you will be able to find which one will be the subcell? If value of L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1, L is equal to 2 and L is equal to 3, then this will be for the S, for the P, and this one for the D, and this one for the F. It means that by finding values of L, you will be able to find which subcell will be there. As like here I have taken, if L is equal to 0, then S subcell, L is equal to 1, then P subcell, L is equal to 2, then D, and L is equal to 3, then F subcell. In this way, it is clear that this quantum number, it means that azimuthal quantum number represents the position of an electron in the subcell of an atom. After that, the third quantum number, that one is the magnetic quantum number. I have to discuss about that. As I told you, represented by small m. Now here you have to once again remind orbits are cells having subcells, and then after third one is the orbitals. It means that this quantum number represents the position of an electron in the orbitals of a subcell in an atom. Where? In the orbitals. This is, you have to remember, this represents in the orbitals, the position of the electron in the orbitals. And M, as primarily you have seen, subcell over the cell, it means orbitals over the subcell. It means that magnetic quantum number depends over the previous azimuthal quantum number, and its value will be M is equal to minus L to 0 and 0 to plus L, or sometimes you may write plus L to 0 and 0 to minus L. It means that magnetic quantum number represented by small m represents electron in the orbitals, and its values will be by the formula m is equal to minus L to 0, 0 to plus L, or m is equal to plus L to 0, 0 to minus L. And how you have to calculate? I am going to find out. Suppose I have taken, if L is equal to suppose 1, then m is equal to minus 1 to 0, 0 to plus 1. It means that minus 1, 0 and plus 1. If you are understanding properly, then I want to give you an idea about this. L is equal to 1 I have taken. It means that this is for the P, and P you know that having 3 orbitals, Pz in the mid, Px and Py. It means that for the first minus 1, for the middle one 0, and for the last one plus 1, are just opposite to this. Plus 1 here, 0 in the middle, and minus 1 will be here. In this way, you will be able to find the values of magnetic quantum number. One thing that one is very important about this quantum number. In note you have to mention magnetic quantum number also represents magnetic orientation of an electron. What? Magnetic orientation. Sometimes in optional question this type of option will come. What represents magnetic quantum number? So it represents magnetic orientation of an electron in the orbital, and you will be able to find the values of magnetic quantum number. After that, if total values if you want to find, then m is equal to 12 plus 1. For the total values of magnetic quantum number, you have to use this formula. As I want to justify this, suppose that I have taken L is equal to 1. So what will be the number of total values of m? I am going to solve this. 2 into 1 plus 1. It means that 2 plus 1, which will come equal to 3. And you are seeing here total values are 3. 1, 2, 3. If with the help of principal quantum number, then m is equal to n square. Total values of m with the help of principal quantum number, you have to use m is equal to n square. In this way, this quantum number also completed now. After that, fourth quantum number, that's one is the spin quantum number. As I told you, represented by S. When an electron is revolving around the nucleus in an atom, then also it revolves over its own axis. It may be clockwise or it may be in the anti-clockwise. So if clockwise, then for this value will be plus half, and if anti-clockwise, then for this will be minus half. It means either like this or like this. So this quantum number represents the spinning of the electron. That's why this is known as spin quantum number. One thing more, you have seen first quantum number represents in the cells or in the orbits. After that, second in the subcells, and third in the orbitals. After that, you are there where electrons are present. It means electrons spin is in which direction? Clockwise or in the anti-clockwise. So fourth quantum number represents the spin of the electron. And you know, if you want to represent electrons in the orbitals, then one having upward spin and second one having downward spin. So that one is upward, it means for this plus half, and downward for this having minus half, and for the both plus minus half. In this way, all the four quantum numbers completed now. After that, I have to discuss about the numerical problem based on this. Suppose that given n is equal to 2, then find out all the possible quantum numbers. So see here, n is equal to 2, it means that by using the formula of the second quantum number, L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. It means L will be 0 to 2 minus 1. It means 0 to 1. Therefore, L having 0 and 1. After that, magnetic quantum number M, as you know, minus L to 0, 0 to plus L. By using this formula, first of all I have to take L is equal to 0, then M is equal to 0. Second value L is equal to 1. From here I have taken, so M is equal to minus 1, 0 and plus 1. After that, fourth, it means that spin quantum number, you have to take up this value. M is equal to 0, it means S is equal to plus minus half. If M is equal to minus 1, then also S plus minus half, because in each having 2 electrons. M is equal to 0, then S is equal to plus minus half. M is equal to plus 1, then also S having plus minus half. In this way, you will be able to find all the quantum numbers. Let us see once again. As given here, then by using formula of empirical quantum number, this, after that, by finding these values, you have to find out magnetic quantum number by using this formula, and after that, spin quantum number. In this way, I am going to complete this and some other type of question based on this in the next video. Thanks.